Good morning, dear students. Welcome to Moral Science class. Today we are going to start chapter number 7, Wisdom is Kindness. After reading the chapter, you will able to understand that wisdom is the most important element of a faithful life and is a sign of strength. Wisdom is actually our intelligence, how to adjust in the environment, our decision power, and wiseness. That is called wisdom. So let's start with reading. The ways of wisdom bring us a harmony with God and other because wisdom teaches us rightness while richness or riches give us material comfort. Means wealth cannot teach us the path of noble living. Our behavior can become compatible with others when we are wise. Wisdom brings us in harmony with ourselves, giving us a sense of self worth and inner peace. So, students, mean that wealth and the money, it doesn't teach us the path of noble living, but our wiseness, our wisdom, is must that help us to adjust with the environment and to solve the problems of life. So the correct application of knowledge gathered from scriptures and experiences is the wisdom. Wealth can buy for us all that we required for a comfortable living, but we may lose our wealth soon if we are not wise, right? So, listen a story. One rich lady lost her balance of savings and expenses because she was not worldly wise. Radha, the rich lady, inherited a lot of wealth in the form of cash and kind from her father. So, there is a lady who is very rich and gain a lot of money from her father in the form of inheritance. She started leading a lavish life, spending more than was required, and she gave expensive gifts to her friends and expected to the same in return. And she usually was disappointed when it was her turn to receive gifts. She gave a tongue lashing to her friends, criticizing their choice to inferior products. Her friends could not bear the expenses and could not make able to bring such costly gifts. So her friends started moving away from her gradually and she was left alone. She now wanted the company of other children to enjoy life. But unfortunately, her children has no time for her. She never gave them company when they were infants. They loitered in parks and clubs at the mercy of servants. So she always hushed them with expensive gifts and toys. She don't take care of them and she did not teach them the value of money. She was never present when they were sick and made no effort to solve their problems. So this egoistic lady did not realize her mistake and blamed her children for being selfish. However, this lady has to embrace loneliness because no amount of cajoling changed the behavior of her children. Now, they were not ready to work hard. She was now in an unpeaceful state of mind and usually gave into the tantrums of her sons. Means walk slowly with no apparent. She kept on squandering money over them. She did not want them to leave her, and the children, instead of developing any virtues, kept on adopting vices in their way of living. And she led a miserable life but had no choice because her children were not ready to mend their ways. Shama, on the other hand, and another lady has an absolutely different way of living, and she helped her children. She woke up in the morning with a cheerful dispositions, and she taught her children to pray and thank God for the achievements. She advised them to take care of the pennies they spent. She acted with wisdom in her daily struggle. She maintained a healthy way of living and was extra vigilant. Extra vigilant means keep in watching, continuously keep on watching or on their children. When she wanted her children to work hard, she taught them the benefits of an united family. She nursed them when they were sick. She was always eager to help them as and when they required. She accompanied them to park and in a playful mood taught them the benefits of green plants. She pointed out to small sparrows and explained to them how these tiny birds flew here and there to collect straws for their nest, and they was constantly on the move for collecting food also. So her basic aim was to teach them that everything being had to work hard to sustain life, and she distributed fruits in the orphanage on the children's birthday. She wanted to inculcate the quality of charity in them. Honesty is the best policy was her teaching. Her children never told lies and refrained from cheating, which helped them to lead a peaceful life. She handled them carefully whenever they made a mistake because she believed that to err is human and to forgive divine. She taught them to live within their means when funds were low. She advised them to handle pitfalls of life carefully and with a positive attitude of winning. She was prudent when they faced an emotional challenges. She told them to move away when somebody avoided them. Her judicious advice was that they cannot force anyone to befriend them because people may have their own reasons for not liking them. On the other hand, she told the children to give utmost importance to those who cherish their friendship. She constantly helped them to lead a disciplined life and complete their tasks on priority basis. Perseverance was embedded in their mindset in such a way that the children did not leave any work incomplete. So they were told to be polite and courteous to everyone. If they could develop a sense of humor instead of complaining about their problems when in company, it will be easier for them to increase their friends in number. They were encouraged to increase their knowledge in their field of activity, and she told them not to expect anything from anyone because if any person turned his back towards them, then they may suffer from an emotional setback. Her children grew up into strong, hard-working human beings ever ready to face the challenges of life. Thus, we can observe that knowledge is more precise than wealth, and a knowledgeable person is able to make the best use of his abilities. So, in short, we can say that wisdom is must, means our wiseness, our talent to adjust in the environment, to tackle the problem is more important rather than the money or the wealth. So, in short, we can say that moral of the story, don't gain the world and lose your soul. Wisdom is better than silver or gold. Thank you.